Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back to Dan's Vintage Baseball PC. Do not be fooled by that fancy name. It's just me and some friends talking about baseball cards. And one card today, although not really even a card, um, it is the 1936 R311. It is a premium that was produced and sent out to people who redeemed coupons or proof of purchase or wrappers from the uh, Diamond Star set. So it was produced by the National Chicle Company. So I think it was 6 or 7 wrappers you sent in, and you got one of these premiums. It is a beautiful photograph of the Yankees. Now, it was released in 1936. It is a photograph of the 1935 Yankees. So it's an interesting sort of in between. 1934 was Babe Ruth's last year with the Yankees. He played part of 1935 with the Boston Braves before he retired. And 1936 was Joe DiMaggio's rookie year. So 1935, they did not win the World Series. They didn't even go to the World Series. They were the second place team. And in 1936, they were dominant because they got DiMaggio. But still a really, really good team. And of course, let me show you who is in this. There we go. So if you look at the gentleman in white on the far left there, that is the doctor of the team. And I'm reading from the bottom of the photograph. It says Dr. E.V. Painter. Next to Dr. E.V. Painter is one Lou Gehrig. So this is a Lou Gehrig card, photograph, premium, however you want to call it. And so I'm very happy to have it. But this also has quite a few Hall of Famers and also quite a few other relevant players. So it's got Bill Dickey, and it has Red Ruffing, Earl Coombs, Tony Lazzeri. Those are all Hall of Famers. Joe Sewell is in it too. Joe Sewell's a Hall of Famer, but Joe Sewell stopped playing in, I believe, 33. So I'm assuming he's a coach here. But if you look at the players here, you've got Merrill Hogue, who was an outfielder, Johnny Allen, who was a pitcher, who was later on Cleveland, who was a 20-game winner for Cleveland. You got Earl Coombs, Joe Sewell. The center row has Frank Crosetti. He's the one second from the left, sorry, kind of sitting up like this. Who else you got? George Selkirk. And you have in the back row, you got Gehrig, Lefty Gomez. I forgot him. Hall of Famer. Tony Lazzeri. Ben Chapman, who is not an insignificant character, although not a great character in baseball history. Red Ruffing. Then you got Johnny Murphy. Walter Brown, who had a nickname, Jumbo Brown. And Clifton Melton, who ended up being a 20-game winner with the Giants later on. This is probably spring training because Melton didn't make the team in 35. And I believe a couple other guys here did not either make the team or got traded. The other one was Red Rolfe is not in this, the third baseman. But Johnny Murphy is interesting because Johnny Murphy was the closer for this team, and he won, I think, 6 World Series titles, and was led the league in saves like 4 times. Johnny Murphy would later go on to be the GM for the 1969 Mets, so he got a ring there too. And then tragically passed away in January of 1970. He was replaced as GM, and the Mets then started to trade all their best players or their best young players. So Johnny Murphy's death kind of changed history for that franchise. But anyway, so I got this in the REA auction in March, and it was the only card that I won in that auction that was not graded. So I decided to have it graded, not only to have it encapsulated and be able to display up there. I already have a spot for it, but also just to preserve it, because as you can see, the grade is a 1. And grade doesn't matter to me really, because there's a little bit of staining and there's a little bit of stuff on the back. So I mean, number grade is irrelevant, but what is important is that I now have this to display prominently behind me. Now, the R36, I'm sorry, the R311 1936, there are some that are called glossy finish, which is what this is, and also there's leather finish. So this was advertised, unfortunately, by REA as a leather finish, which is a mistake, which fortunately SGC corrected. Um, I went through Pre-War Dreams has a not Pre-War Dreams, Pre-War Cards has a really good website, and I went through and there actually are checklists there, and there is no leather finish New York Yankees team. It's not in the checklist, so this would have to be a glossy. So um, REA got it wrong, SGC got it right. So happy to have this in my collection. I do have one other R311. It is Bill Terry. He's back there. I can't really reach him right now, but pretty good collect if you want to collect oversized pre-war, pretty good value. I checked the REA auction and I'll pull up my invoice here. $85 hammer price with all the fees, $102. And so for $102 plus, I think it was 40 to encapsulate this because of the large slab, $145. Beautiful item. So very happy to get that. So next show is going to be recorded on Sunday. It is with the Drew. It's the 1954 Red Heart set. So tune in then. Just a little midweek recording for an item that I received that I'm pretty excited to get. So take care.